What happens when a woman trained to kill crosses oceans, stepping into a city far from home with a single deadly mission? In the early hours of a September morning in Birmingham, a stranger moved through quiet streets, disguised in a way no one would expect. Her eyes scanned every corner, every shadow, searching for the moment to act. Her target was clear: a local shop owner, a man whose life would change forever in the next few seconds. She carried a weapon. She had rehearsed the plan countless times. But the gun faltered. The first shot never left the barrel. The seconds stretched into an unbearable silence as she realized the opportunity had slipped through her fingers. Yet the story did not end there. The very next day she returned. This time she fired 3 times. 3 bullets meant to claim a life. But fate intervened again. All missed. The man lived. The streets held their breath. Suddenly a hunt began. A pursuit spanning cities and countries. A woman with no clear past, no known identity in this foreign land. Now the focus of an international manhunt. Who was she? Where did she come from? And most importantly, why? This is not just a tale of failure or a missed shot. It is a complex puzzle involving loyalty, betrayal, and a network of secrets reaching far beyond Birmingham's borders. The threads lead back to America, to a troubled past, and to a shadowy figure pulling the strings from afar. As the police closed in, the world watched in disbelief. How does someone so skilled slip through the cracks? How does a hit woman vanish after 2 attempts at murder? And what does her capture mean for the people caught in the crossfire of this deadly game? This story will take you across continents, into courtrooms, and behind closed doors. It will reveal the human side of a woman labeled a killer, the echoes of pain left behind, and the questions that still remain unanswered. Stay with us, because this is the journey of Aimee Betro, the U.S. hitwoman who missed her shot and became the most wanted fugitive in the world. Early September 2019. Birmingham wakes slowly. Quiet streets hum with the footsteps of morning commuters, the rustle of shop shutters rising to greet the day. The city moves with its usual rhythm, unaware that in its midst, a calculated storm is about to break. Thousands of miles away, across the Atlantic, Aimee Betro, a woman with a past cloaked in secrecy, boards a plane in Milwaukee. Her mission is clear, yet unspoken. With every mile closer to England, the weight of what she carries grows heavier. Not in luggage, but in intent. When she arrives, her appearance is deliberately altered. A hijab wraps her head, a garment that shields more than just hair. It hides the cold resolve in her eyes, the quiet determination beneath a calm exterior. To the unsuspecting, she blends in, just another face in a foreign city. Her target is Sikander Ali, owner of a modest clothing store nestled in one of Birmingham's busy neighborhoods. A man whose life will soon be shattered by the actions of a stranger. On the first day, Aimee moves with precision through the maze of streets. CCTV cameras catch fleeting glimpses. A figure in dark clothing, hood pulled tight, eyes sharp, glancing left and right. At the moment she raises her weapon, fate intervenes. The gun jams. Seconds stretch. The shot never fires. Defeated but undeterred, she returns the following day. This time, 3 shots ring out in quick succession. But all miss their mark. Sikander Ali survives, confused, terrified, unaware of the shadow that has already descended on his life. Behind her mission lies a shadowy figure, a client whose identity is wrapped in family ties and secrets. Someone who pulled the strings from afar, sending Aimee on this dangerous path halfway across the world. The city carries on. Shops open. People go about their lives. But the quiet facade of Birmingham now conceals a deadly secret, and the hunt for a hitwoman has just begun. The night air in Birmingham still carries the echoes of gunshots. Sharp, urgent, and unanswered. British police forces leap into action, their response swift but chaotic. Streets are sealed, checkpoints established, and officers scour every corner. Aimee Betro, the woman who failed her deadly task, has vanished into the city's maze, leaving only fear and questions in her wake. Within hours, the scope of the search expands beyond the city limits. International alerts are issued. Interpol, alerted to the gravity of the situation, joins the pursuit. It becomes clear this is no ordinary criminal case. This is a hunt for a shadow crossing borders, slipping through cracks in a continent still catching its breath from recent unrest. Witnesses come forward, but their accounts clash. Some say she acted alone, a lone assassin with a singular purpose. Others whisper of accomplices, a larger network operating quietly beneath the surface. Was she part of an organization, or simply a freelancer playing a deadly game with powerful players? As investigators dig deeper, they uncover tangled family feuds, bitter rivalries that hint at motives far beyond what first appeared. The client who sent her remains a ghost, but pieces of their identity start to emerge through bitter disputes and whispered betrayals. Interrogations bring more confusion than clarity. Conflicting stories ripple through the police interviews, each version peeling back another layer of complexity, raising new questions. Meanwhile, surveillance cameras capture fleeting images of Betro slipping out of Birmingham, a ghost in the night. Intelligence agencies trace her movements as she crosses borders, heading east, through France, Germany, the Balkans, and into Armenia. Every lead, every sighting builds the tension. The chase intensifies. Where will she appear next? What will her next move be? The city that was once calm now holds its breath, waiting for the next chapter of this unfolding story. Police reports stack up. Arrest warrants circulate. Experts weigh in on the challenge of capturing someone so skilled, so elusive. In the background, the faint crackle of police radios mixes with intercepted phone calls. Voices low, hurried, urgent. And beneath it all, a relentless orchestral score rises, each note tightening the noose around a woman who may be running out of time. July 2024. After years on the run, Aimee Betro's flight finally ends in the rugged outskirts of Armenia. The arrest unfolds like a scene from a thriller, dawn breaking as Armenian police surround a secluded safe house. Betro, caught off guard but unyielding, is taken into custody without violence, her defiant gaze meeting the officer's steady eyes. Within days, diplomatic channels move swiftly. Extradition papers are signed, and Betro is flown back to the UK under heavy guard. The country that once felt her footsteps fade into the shadows now prepares to hold her accountable. Inside the courtroom, tension grips the air. Cameras flash, reporters murmur, but all eyes fix on the woman at the center of it all. Betro stands facing judges, prosecutors, and the families affected by her actions. The weight of years on the run, the failed assassination attempts, and the mystery behind her motives converge in this charged room. She answers questions, sometimes with cold precision, other times with a crack in her voice. Did she confess, or did she deny? The line between truth and deception blurs as she tells her story. Then comes the twist. Despite overwhelming evidence, surveillance footage, intercepted communications, witness statements, Betro insists she never intended to kill. She claims to have been set up, used as a tool by forces beyond her control. Family members add to the confusion. Some describe her as ruthless and determined. Others paint a picture of a woman caught in a web of manipulation, struggling to find her own way. The courtroom becomes a stage for questions that may never be fully answered. Was she the cold-blooded assassin the world feared, or merely a pawn in a game played by shadows? Visuals flicker across the screen. The stark blue uniforms of Armenian police during the arrest, courtroom sketches capturing every furrowed brow and tense glance, legal experts dissecting the case, and family members speaking in hushed tones about a woman they both loved and feared. The climax of this story does not end with certainty, but with a storm of conflicting truths, leaving us all to wonder what really lies beneath the surface. The trial drew to a close amid intense public scrutiny. Aimee Betro was found guilty on multiple charges, including attempted murder and conspiracy. The judge handed down a lengthy sentence, one designed not only to punish but to send a clear message about the consequences of crossing international lines for violence. Yet, even as the courtroom emptied, the echoes of this case continued to ripple far beyond those walls. In Birmingham, the The quiet streets where this drama unfolded were left shaken. Sikander Ali's family, grappling with trauma and loss, spoke openly about their pain and their hope for healing. Community leaders called for better protections for small business owners, pushing local authorities to strengthen security and surveillance in neighborhoods where fear had quietly taken root. Across the Atlantic, in Milwaukee, where Betro's journey began, reactions were mixed, a blend of shock, sorrow, and disbelief. How had a woman from their city become entwined in such a dangerous web? The story dominated headlines, sparking conversations about the reach of international crime and the fragile threads that connect communities worldwide. Yet, many questions remain unanswered. The shadowy figure who orchestrated the assassination attempt remains at large, a ghost in the background whose motives and identity continue to puzzle investigators. Has the family feud that fueled this deadly mission truly ended? Or does it simmer still, waiting to ignite again? The tangled web of betrayal and revenge is far from unraveled. This case reveals more than just one woman's fall from grace. It exposes how contract killings can cross borders with alarming ease. It shines a light on the complex networks that facilitate such crimes, networks that span continents and exploit vulnerabilities at every turn. The global hunt for fugitives grows ever more sophisticated, yet the risks for those caught in these crosshairs remain devastatingly real. Sikander Ali's community remains vigilant, a reminder that the price of violence is paid in the quiet lives of everyday people. Visuals fill the screen, newspapers from the UK and US bearing headlines that tell of justice served, interviews with community members who recount their fear and resilience, experts explaining the evolution of crime networks, and somber footage from vigils held in honor of those caught in the crossfire. As the story fades from headlines, its lessons endure. A stark reminder that in a world connected like never before, no place is truly safe from the reach of violence and betrayal. What do you think really happened behind this failed assassination? Was Aimee Betro a cold-blooded hitwoman, or just a pawn caught in a dangerous game? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. If you want more gripping true crime stories like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Like this video and share it with friends who love mysteries that challenge everything you think you know. Your voice matters. Join the conversation now.